Welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of Baphomet Bible. And this is episode number 80. And we have entitled this episode, I am he that liveth and was dead, and I have the keys of hell and of death. So welcome, let's get this show on the road. This fucking sideshow. I am he that liveth and was dead. There was a time when I was a whore, when I would prostitute myself out for minimum wage and work a minimum wage job. And I had some pimp, some boss over me that was telling me how to act, what to do, what I should do, and just fucking commanding. If I did anything wrong, fucking guy will get in my face, and then spit would be coming out of his mouth, and then it would get on my lip, a little piece of spit. And it's so I have people call my phone, and then that's why it breaks up. Because I can't receive a phone call when I'm doing live on YouTube. So, I am he that liveth and was dead. I was dead, but now I am he that liveth. So what is selling your soul to the devil? I believe selling your soul to the devil is when you don't have any of your own thoughts and your mind has been completely hijacked and infiltrated, and then you're having somebody else's thoughts, and then someone puts you on a road that's not profitable for you at all. You're just being leveraged and used for money. So when you go pamper your face up and then go to your job and then work for your pimp, I say that's being a whore. And you're in fact selling your soul to the devil, because if it wasn't for the money, you wouldn't be doing that job. Someone told you, the job that you're doing right now, how about you just do it for free? Just for the enjoyment of it. And then if you can honestly say that, fuck no, I wouldn't do my job for free. Well, then that means that you're only doing it for the money. You're just doing the job for the money if you wouldn't do it for free. And therefore, you sold your soul to the devil because you're just exchanging your time for money that the money is supposed to buy you pleasure. And when the fuck are you getting pleasure? You just go home, watch the TV, the big square black box, the black mirror in front of you, and it tells you all these lies and stupid shit. And then you eat your TV dinner, and then you go to bed and wake up in the morning and be a whore again. That's selling your soul to the devil, because you're wasting your life and you're not living. You're not fulfilling your purpose and getting paid for play. That's the mark of an intelligent man. Somebody who gets paid for play. He gets paid for doing something that he loves, not being leveraged, taken advantage of, and then somebody else is profiting off of the electricity that his body is creating. He's putting the fucking cheeseburgers in the bag, and he's getting paid minimum wage. But the guy that owns the business, he's the one that's leveraging this human being, and he's reaping all the benefits. He is reaping the bountiful harvest by taking advantage of all these people that are underneath him. So you have the people at the top of the pyramid, and then the people at the bottom. The people at the bottom are the ones that were trained their whole entire lives in public schools to be factory workers, to shut the fuck up, to don't question anything, and you need to work these shitty fucking jobs that you don't find any fulfillment in because you're working for money to survive. We put you in that survival instinct mentality, and then it's easier to take advantage of you when you're just concerned about surviving. I need to eat food. I need to have sex and eat food. And then we take advantage of people like that, and then completely hijack their mind, put our own thoughts in there so the person thinks that he's having his own thoughts, when in fact it's just a fucking scam and some bullshit that we plugged in their mind. And then that keeps him going down this road. And then he thinks, well, when I die, I'm going to have a mansion in heaven. But for right now, shut your mouth and put the cheeseburgers in the bag. So that's what hell is. When you don't find any fulfillment in life, and you don't know what your purpose is and why you're here, and you just do the same thing over and over, and then you come home and you sit in front of your black square, black mirror TV, and it lies to you and it tells you a bunch of bullshit that makes you feel like shit, and it tells you, oh, Donald Trump is doing this and that, and they might impeach him, and then there's a woman that said Donald Trump touched his nipple, and then he says, hey, fuck these people. And then, so they get your mind distracted. And I had this woman come up to me at work, and she's like, can you believe? And there's all these people in Chicago being killed. I don't care about the people in Chicago being killed. I don't give a shit. I live in the outskirts of Chicago, in a suburb, and it's a pretty nice town. Once in a while some crazy shit happens, like on Oak Park when the guy, I don't know if he was drunk, but he just started driving on the sidewalk and running people over. But that happens in the suburbs too. You always get a crazy fucking guy that comes from the ghetto and then does some crazy ghetto shit in the suburbs. I am he that liveth and was dead. And behold, I am alive forevermore. And I have the keys of hell and of death. I have the keys of hell and of death. If you look at the symbolic images that are presented in front of you, well, there is a secret language that's being spoken to people that are on a specific vibration, a specific frequency, like when you're tuning in the radio and then you can only get one frequency at a time. Well, you can't listen to two at once. And there are certain people that are on a frequency that are able to pick up on messages and images and symbols and say, hey, I know what these fucking people are trying to communicate to me, and maybe this is the way. So there's a lot of misinformation and cults and just people working on people's emotions and getting them to do exactly what you want them to do. That's what black magic is. When you infiltrate somebody's mind and you get them to act and do exactly what you want them to do. And they think that, well, this is what I want to do. But in fact, you got in their fucking mind and now they're benefiting you and they're fulfilling your purpose. And they're doing the exact thing that you want them to do. That's black magic. So that's the way that the cryptocurrency and the stock markets work. And now I'm going to talk about crypto. You know I got to talk about crypto because that is what is in right now. And this is what is blowing up. And the ignorance in people is not allowing people to invest in it because they're too scared and they have too much fear and it's something different. And whenever someone invents something, people never jump on. People are like, oh, this guy Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to use a candle. Fuck Edison. Everyone's drinking. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck Edison. Fuck this guy with his light bulb and stuff. We don't need this shit. So people, whenever some new technology or a new invention comes out, people are always going to be skeptical. It's really disgusting how skeptical people are. And then just when you turn on the TV, they're fed lies and bullshit, and they believe so much bullshit. It's so disgusting. It's almost like every single thing that the person believes in his world, it is a lie. But then he was told it, the TV told it to him, so he goes along and he believes it. So everything that the person believes is a lie. And then when you bring some truth, some knowledge that will actually benefit the person's life, that'll put them on the right track, and then get them in the right, going the right way so he has a purpose in life, and then can actually feel like, well, I'm a fucking man, and I'm conquering, and I'm doing something. I'm given the knowledge to throw off the fucking shackles, to cut the puppet strings, so the people aren't controlling them. But then, it's just fascinating how skeptical and ignorant people can be, where when you finally bring the truth to them, they're hearing lies constantly, just fed fucking lies. They have a complete, irrational, unrealistic view of the world that was presented to them from the TV, and it's completely not the way the world really is. They have this poverty, everything sucks. People are being shot, and I don't even want to leave my house anymore. There's a lion in the streets. So I'm just going to stay in the house and close the windows and close the blinds and be a hermit. And in fact, sometimes being a hermit is a good thing, because you shut yourself off from all these fucks that are telling you who you are and giving you an identity. Because people, by default, when they're talking to you, they always want to tell you, well, this is what you should do with your life, and this is who you are, and I'm going to project my experiences and who I believe you are upon you. And then you get this distorted, fucked up view because you believe what other people told you. So your whole image is based upon what somebody else told you who you are. So it's good sometimes to be a hermit and to cut yourself off from these people, because whenever somebody gives you an opinion or tells you, well, this is what the truth is, you have to ask yourself, is this really what the truth is? What is truth? Pilate had Jesus in front of him, and he said, what is truth? And it's like he couldn't recognize the truth when it was right in front of him. Pilate would go home and he would watch Game of Thrones, and I'm sorry, I don't want to diss on people that watch Game of Thrones, but that's the first thing that pops into my head. You watch Game of Thrones, Punisher, and Shameless, and then work your fucking slave job, and then come home and then watch these stupid fucking programs. And it's entertainment. It grabs my interest too, because I'm a human being. But then I realize that these things are not profitable, and it's just completely wasting my time. So then I need to set my mind on good things and then start moving in the right direction, something that will benefit me in the future, because I have to be realistic and say, well, am I satisfied with where I'm at right now? Is it cool being a whore? Or do I want more? Do I want more in life? That's what I realized too when I was in a pyramid scheme working with Mona V, buying bottles of juice for $147 a month. I would get 4 bottles of juice, and then you would always have to ask people and share the product. You don't want to sell it, of course not. You want to just share it with your friends, and then get them to join on for $147 a month, and then all you need is 2 people, and then they need 2 people, and then pretty soon you blow up, and then you're fucking rich. And it's a great plan, but the way that the people's minds are programmed, they're not programmed in that fashion. They got so many limiting beliefs and bullshit, and they're so skeptical. You need to be really good at marketing and know how to talk to these motherfuckers to actually put an image in their head where they believe that, well, now I'm doing something because I want to do it. And it's not because someone told me to do. Whenever anyone tells you to do something, you don't want to do it. If someone keeps on calling you and calling you every fucking day, hey, you gonna come over to my house? You gonna come over? 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 And then every fucking day just keeps on calling me and asking me to come over. Eventually I'm like, well, I don't want to come over. because now I feel like I have to, because I'm trying to be a good Samaritan, and then just, I don't know, what the fuck is going on? Why do you need me to come over so bad? Like, you really need a friend that bad that you keep on calling me and invite me over every day? Like, I have a fucking life. I have shit going on, and I can't just drop everything and just hang out in a garage with people, or just watch a fucking movie. Like, I am constantly focused on knowledge and bettering myself and becoming a better person and escaping whatever the fuck is going on. I can't really put my finger on it, but I know that something is wrong. And until I get out of it, I'm not going to be content and I'm not going to be satisfied. But that is a good thing, because I'm not being a hypocrite. So I say, well, this is where I'm at, and then this is where I have to be. So I'm looking at the whole map, and then I'm setting out on that journey, and I know that I'm going to make it to the other side. Because as long as I keep on going, and I say, you know, fuck all these people that are trying to put this stupid shit in my head and plug me with something that's unprofitable and distract me and get me off of the path. Fuck this shit. My mind is on the destination. So that's all that you need. You just need to know what the map is. What is your purpose in life? And quit having people project their own experiences upon you and then to give you an identity and say, oh, here you go. This is who you are. You should do this and you should do that. And you know how you are. And you know, people like us, you know, people like me and you, it's like, people like us, why the fuck are you grouping me into a group that I don't want to be in? I don't want to be in some fucking poverty, lack, peasant, piece of shit group, people that just want just enough to just get by, they're in survival mode, bunch of fucking filthy ape animals that can't think for themselves, that are plugged with all this bullshit to just seek out entertainment and have no desire for knowledge whatsoever. Don't group me in a group with those people and say, well, people like us that don't believe, that just believe that limitation and disappointment is everything. And nothing good happens in life. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Well, you know what? Some things are too good to be true. And then when the opportunity knocks on your door, you better take that shit that's too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? Because some things are just good. Life is good. And everything just doesn't suck. And if someone tells you, well, it's just too good to be true, well, that's someone that just saying, well, life sucks. And then everything just fucking sucks. So I'm not going to be taking advice from a person like that, because then it's going to impact the way that I live and how I respond to things. And then I'm going to get in a shitty vibration, and then I'm going to start receiving some shit. So I need to be having my mind focused on the right stuff. On cryptocurrency trading, one thing, focused on the one thing, and that is getting free out of the slavery that has been projected upon me. And I'm not a slave, I'm fucking free right now, but the message and the story that's being told that is put upon me is that I'm a slave and I have to whore myself and then get paid from a pimp and then do this shit every single day, be stuck on a routine and sit in a cubicle, and then I'm going along with it, even though I don't know why the fuck I'm going along with it, right? Maybe because I'm like living at my parents' house, and then I can't just completely rebel and then go to Vegas, because there's a part of me that still has a little bit of fear. Like, well, if I go to Vegas and I do tarot card readings for people and I trade cryptocurrency and I live at Circus Circus, am I going to be able to survive, or am I going to die? And if I live on the streets, is a scorpion going to climb on me and then poke me, and then I'm going to get... My leg is going to blow up, and then it's going to turn purple, and then I'm just going to fucking die in Vegas on the strip. You know, people say that there's people. Well, I was watching Asha Renew's channel, and he said that he heard hearsay. This is just heresy. There is 2 rooms at Circus Circus that are haunted, and hey, I'll stay in the haunted rooms. I don't care. That's probably where that movie, that 1404 or whatever, with John Cusack. It's probably the Circus Circus hotel that's haunted that people are thinking about. I just have this image in my mind of this paradise state. And it's almost like Wisconsin Dells. I had a dream about it. And it's like Wisconsin Dells. There's a strip of like hotels, and I stayed at this one. And this is a dream. It's like a paradise. It's a very classy hotel. So I'm at this place, and then all the way down the block, there's like this casino, and it's a badass casino. And I need to make it to that place. And that is the goal. That is the destination. So that is in my subconscious mind. It's like this strip of hotels and shit. And then all the way on the other end is a casino. And it's a badass, off the hook casino, the best place in the world, and you gotta get there. So that's where I'm going. That is where I need to go. And then on the strip, there's like a water park too. It's a cool water park. And then I think about Noah's Ark and Wisconsin Dells. It's kind of this image of what I have in my subconscious mind is like part of Wisconsin Dells. And then it's also, I don't know, that fucking casino at the end. All I remember is just going in there, and I just know that I want to go there. I can't even remember too much shit about it. I just know it's off the hook, and I need to fucking get there. He that liveth and was dead. So I was dead at one time. I was believing a bunch of bullshit, and then going along with the flow and letting people plug me with some stupid shit that's gonna put me on the wrong path and lead me down the wrong way. And then when I should have been investing in Bitcoin, buying it for $1, buying 1 Bitcoin from her for $1, I was distracted. And I was knocking on doors. I'm like, well, if you die today, are you 100% sure that you're going to heaven? Meanwhile, I should have been investing in Bitcoin, buying it for a fucking $1. And if my mind was on the right vibration and the right frequency that I'm in right now, I would have been rich a long time ago. And it would have been a lot less anxiety because I wouldn't be a whore right now. You're looking at a fucking prostitute that goes to work and is a slave to a Jew. The Jew is profiting off of me. The fucking Antichrist liar. So in order to overcome and escape this shit, ye must be saved. You must be born again. And then set your mind on new things and not on this fucking distraction. And then it just leads into the gutter. That's where I was going. Just into the gutter. Because I'm believing what everyone else is saying, and I'm seeing everyone else go into the gutter, and I'm following them. What the fuck? I can't believe I was doing it. How can I even be manipulated and taken advantage of like that? But I realize that I'm just a human being, and this shit can happen to anybody. Anyone, because the same brain that's in my head is the same brain that is in your head. I am he that liveth and was dead. I was dead, but now I'm living. I'm able to create my own reality, and it doesn't have any... I'm like, you know, all these people that are telling me the way that the world is, fuck them. I'm creating my own reality. And then I'm going to present my own reality and put it in front of everybody, and then people will start buying into my world. And then other people will be like, well, Joy Richard's world isn't real. And then I'll come to you and say, well, why don't you begin creating your own world and then bring people into that and inspire them, and then they can create their own realities. And it just, a big problem when the mass amount of people are tuned, they're plugged into something like the TV and the radio, and they're all getting the same message. And the message is not beneficial. It puts them on the wrong path. And it gets them distracted, so they got their mind on the wrong thing. And then they get bullshit in their life, and their mind is actually destroying them because of the vibrations that they're intaking every single day. So you have to really watch out what kind of people you're surrounding yourself with, what kind of vibrations you're taking in every day. Because it rubs off on you no matter what. Can't really help it. The vibrations go into you. It goes ding 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 ding, and then I send them forth into you. And then once you hear it, you can't go back. You're changed forever, and then you're on the right track. And no longer can anybody infiltrate into your mind and hack your mind program. Like your mind is a computer. There's people trying to hack your computer, your brain, your fucking brain in your head. They're trying to hack into that shit and then just get it completely under the authority of someone else. So then they start taking your energy and all your efforts, and you're getting just table scraps and nothing, and you're considered a dog. A fucking dog. You're dirt. And meanwhile, someone is benefiting you. The king is there with his scepter, his gold scepter with the diamond on the end. And then you're eating fucking an orange. You're eating an orange for the night. Living in feeling like, so people are under mind control from the bullshit and all the fuckery that is constantly coming in. And the purpose is to get your mind off of your purpose and to distract you and get you focused on other people and what other people are doing and what's going on, and then stupid fucking movies, and everything is about pain and suffering, and everything just sucks. And everything does not suck. It is a beautiful world that we're in. There's trees, there's birdies, there's doggies, and there's beers. And my recommendation would just be to be a scientist and to do your own studies and to test this shit and to see, well, the shit that I'm being told, is it true? Or am I being manipulated and taken advantage of, and people are just putting a carrot in front of my head and leading me down a path? Or is there someone that's one step ahead of me that's fucking with me? I have to ask myself every day, because I believe that there's a lot of manipulation going on. And we need to really just sit down and think, like, what am I being fucked with right now? So I am he that liveth and was dead, and then behold, I am alive forevermore. And when I was dead, I would just believe whatever anybody told me, and then just believe stupid shit, and I believed in talking animals, and then people that flew around in the sky. But now I know that, hey, I had to wake up and I had to be born again. And set my mind on what is right and realize, well, it comes a time in a man's life where he must leave Disneyland. And realize that some things that people are telling you are not true. And there's a lot of misinformation. You turn on YouTube, I don't know what to believe anymore. But that's a good thing, because even Plato and Socrates, he's like, I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. So don't fucking listen to me. I'm just a guy ranting and raving and bringing entertainment and values and whatever other words you want to couple together and then throw at people in their face. But when I was dead, I was distracted, mind on the wrong thing, but then because I'm alive, I'm able to create my own reality, and I'm not allowing people to say, hey, here's an identity. Let me tell you who you are. And what other people were telling me who I am was some fucking loser, some piece of shit. So fuck everyone, fuck them all. Jesus said, kiss my ass and suck my dick and let them go into the ditch and let them go kill themselves and go to hell. But as for you, go preach the gospel and love people, love one another, and be for peace. When everyone else is for war, you be for peace and set your mind on heavenly things and not on the regular bullshit, and don't believe lies. And the best thing to do would be to take that TV and fucking smash it to bits. If you keep watching it, if you're addicted. Like, see, I watched the movie It yesterday. That was a badass movie. I love that shit. I'm he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. This is Baphomet Bible, episode number 80. And I'm Jory Richard. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me for this short period of time in your life and on your journey. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will keep on bringing Baphomet Bible episodes, and we're going to really get into the Word of God and learn what it says, and then everyone's going to be like, you know what, I'm not allowing anyone to fuck with me anymore. And that's what the goal is, to have people create their own reality, and then just quit telling me how to live my motherfucking life and whore me out and treating me like a little fucking slut that has to depend on someone. I know it's a program and I don't like it. This is Baphomet Bible, episode number 80. Thank you for watching.